I'm Delilah Montagu. I'm a singer-songwriter from London.
Eyes on the ceiling, chasing a feeling. I'm only drinking water now. Dance like I need it, sweat like I'm bleeding. I've lost myself in a crowd.
So I'm an only child of divorced parents, and it was just me and my mum. And I think I was about 6 years old, and I was really bored and I had nothing to do, so I wrote a song. And then I remember we had a piano in my old family home, and I just my poor mum, every day I'd be like, can I play you my new song? And I just would do it for fun. So literally since I was 6, I've just been writing songs, really. I grew up in a little village in Sussex in the UK, and we had like a community choir and orchestra. And I remember the conductor, I came in and I played him one of the songs I'd written. I think I was about 10, and he was like, wow, this is amazing. Let's get the orchestra and the choir to sing it. So me and him orchestrated this piece of music, and there's an amazing video where we perform it in this like big church in my village, and I'm there and I'm like 10 and I've got this little cap on and I'm so shy and I'm playing the piano, and he's like, Delilah wrote this song. And it's really amazing though. It's like, it was an amazing opportunity to have so young, being recognized for like writing music. So that was pretty good. And so I left school and I played a show. I supported a friend of mine. I was like a week out of school, still deciding whether I wanted to go to uni or do something else. And I played a show supporting one of my friends at a place called the Troubadour in Earl's Court in London. And someone from the industry must have been in that audience, because then the next day I got a bunch of attention from just kind of like everyone, really. It was all really overwhelming, and I was so young. I was like 17. But that led to me signing my record deal and finding management. And then the first song I ended up officially releasing was the original song that I played at that show, which is really nice, which I consider like the first real song that I wrote, like the first kind of proper finished one. And then, yeah, so it kind of all took off from there, and I was living in New York for a while. And since then it's just been, yeah, pretty crazy. I was growing up, I was brought up like I wasn't allowed to watch TV, I wasn't allowed a phone. I wasn't allowed to eat sugar. Like, it was which in a way I'm so grateful for it now, because it meant that I had to find things to do, which ended up being music. But I was brought up on just like the classics. Like, I didn't hear pop music till I was like 16 or something. Yeah, I've always been very classic, I think, and classic writing. And then as I grew older, my taste, I guess, and what I listened to and what I was exposed to changed. And then dance music, I'm big into dance music, and obviously I didn't grow up on that at all. But I think that, like, it's funny, I feel like there is so much less of a line between all of these genres now, especially now. They all feed into each other, and they all actually work with each other. I think there's a reason why the classic sound is a classic sound, because it's just so brilliant. And I think not to be afraid of it is really important. And just, I mean, if you listen to most pop songs, at the bottom of it, it's just a good song. Like, it's just good songwriting, and that's what all of these songs are. It's just clever, good lyrics, a good hook, and you're there. I'll usually just go on voice memos and hit record, and then I'll just play and sing and ramble for however long, maybe an hour or two or something. And then usually by the end of that time, I've got a structure going and I've got some key lyrics there, and it kind of for me, it all feeds into each other, really.
Eyes on the ceiling, chasing a feeling. I'm only drinking water now. Dance like I need it, sweat like I'm bleeding. I've lost myself in a crowd. The music's getting faster, they're all going harder, but you know how to calm me down.
I released a song 2 years ago, I think, called Lost Keys, which I wrote about. I remember I was out and I was at a club and I just felt so anxious and just awful. And I left early and I wrote this song called Pull Me Out of This. And I released it. Funnily enough, it was played on Love Island quite a lot, which is like yeah, really funny. And then about a year later, Fred again sent me a DM on Instagram saying that he heard it and he loved it and he wanted to make a dance version of it. And I was like, of course, let's do it. So we did that, and that came out in October. And it's been amazing. I mean, like the success of that made me realize I should really, especially in light of this next project that I'm doing, which is very much like quite acoustic, honest, raw stuff. I basically released like a piano version of that song, which is just like me and a piano singing it live essentially. And I released that a few weeks ago, and it's just been, yeah, the response to it has been like the most touching thing I've ever experienced. It's been amazing. That the whole dance world I love, and I'm currently still making dance. I like, it's essentially for me, it's that thing of making the song, the classic song, having that in the world, and then giving it a new lease of life. Like, I think that with this, the whole experience with Fred has been really eye-opening, because I can see that a song that, I mean, it's literally a song about feeling anxious in a club and feeling sad is now being played in clubs, and people are going mental, and it's bringing them joy, and it's making them feel, oh, like I'm not alone in my anxiety or in my sadness. And I think that that's a really powerful transition, and so I'm really excited to keep doing that in my career with my music. Hi, my name is Delilah Montagu, and you've just been buzzed.